You've probably watched a dozen slow living videos by now. Someone pouring tea by the window, a quiet kitchen. Everything calm and tidy. It looks peaceful, but then you look at your own morning. Maybe the sink is full. Maybe your phone is already buzzing. And it feels like slow living isn't made for someone like you. I used to think that too. I thought I needed more time or a whole new lifestyle to live slower. But the truth is, you don't have to change everything. You just need to change how you move through the day. In this video, I'll share 15 slow living tips that actually fit into a real busy day. Things I've tried myself. Things that made my days feel less rushed and more intentional even when life didn't slow down. If your days feel like too much and you don't know where to start, this video might be for you. I think you'll find at least one thing here that helps. Let's get into it. So the first tip I want to share is learning to accept your personal limits. This one sounds obvious, but it honestly changed how I go through my day. I used to wake up and list out everything I thought I should get done. Clean the kitchen, finish work, reply to messages, cook dinner, maybe squeeze in a workout. Even on days when I already felt tired. I expected myself to handle it all. And when I didn't, I felt behind, like I had failed the day. At some point, I had to be honest with myself. I don't have the same energy every day. Some days I can handle a full schedule. Some days I can't. And pushing through when I'm already drained just makes everything harder. Now I try to be more realistic. Most days I give myself 3 main things to focus on. If I get through those and feel okay, I might do more. If not, I stop there. I've noticed I actually finish more when I'm not trying to do too much. Accepting your limits doesn't mean you're lazy or giving up. It just means you're choosing what matters today with the energy you really have. So if your days often feel like too much, this is a good place to start. You don't have to do it all, just what you can. And that's enough. And speaking of limits and starting fresh, I'll be sharing something more personal in the next video. We're clearing out a lot at home and getting ready for a big shift. If you've ever wanted to reset your space and let go of the extra, I think you'll really connect with that one. Now, let's move on to the next tip. The second tip is to say no more often. This one used to be hard for me. I didn't want to seem rude or make anyone uncomfortable. So I'd say yes to things even when I was already tired, already behind, or just wanted some quiet. It could be something small, like joining a group chat, hopping on a call, helping with something that wasn't urgent. But over time, I started to notice how often I felt resentful afterward. I wasn't mad at anyone else. I was frustrated with myself. I said yes when I really didn't want to. And then I'd rush through everything else or stay up late just to catch up. Now I give myself a pause. When someone asks me to do something or suggests a plan, I don't answer right away. I take a second to check in. Can I do this without stretching myself too thin? Do I actually want to? And if the answer is no, I say it gently but clearly. I don't over-explain. I've learned that a simple, "I won't be able to this time" is enough. Most people are fine with that. And if they're not, that's okay too. My time and energy aren't unlimited. So if your days feel too full and your energy always feels low, this might be one of the simplest things to change. You don't have to be available for everything. It's okay to choose what works for you. Tip number 3 is about being a more conscious consumer. There was a time when I bought things without really thinking. A cute mug, a new storage basket, skincare I didn't need, little things from online sales. It didn't feel like much at the time, but somehow the house kept feeling cluttered. I was always tidying, always running out of space, and still thinking I needed more bins or better shelves. At some point, I realized maybe the problem wasn't how I organized. Maybe I was just bringing in too much stuff I didn't actually need. Now, before I buy something, I stop for a second. I ask myself, do I already have something like this? Will I actually use it more than once or twice? Do I even have a place to put it? I still buy things I like. But I don't bring things home just because they're on sale or trending. I've learned that every item takes up space, not just in my house, but also in my attention. The more stuff I own, the more I have to clean, move around, and manage. This shift has made everyday life feel lighter. There's less visual clutter, fewer things to keep track of, and more room to breathe. And I no longer feel like I'm always cleaning just to keep up. So if you often feel like your space is too full or that you're always trying to get organized but nothing stays that way, maybe take a look at what's coming in. Tip number 4 is to start choosing quality over quantity. I used to think more was better. More clothes meant more outfit options. More skincare meant better results. More organizing bins meant I was finally going to get everything under control. But most of the time, I just ended up with clutter. A lot of cheap stuff that didn't last, didn't work, or didn't actually make life easier. Now I try to choose fewer things, but better ones. Not just expensive, but things that actually hold up and that I enjoy using. For example, instead of buying 5 different face creams on impulse, I pick one that works and use it fully. I don't need 10 mugs I kind of like. I keep the 3 I reach for every morning. This also changed how I shop for clothes. I used to buy pieces just because they were trendy or on sale. I buy fewer pieces, but ones I really love and wear often. It feels better to reach into a closet where everything fits and feels good instead of digging through a bunch of random items I don't even like. When you choose quality, you're not just spending money differently. You're saving time and mental space too. And less decision fatigue. The 5th thing that's helped me a lot is learning to actually listen to what my body's telling me. I used to ignore it all the time. I'd skip meals, go to bed late, keep working even when my head hurt or I felt drained. I thought I just had to push through. There was always more to do. But the more I ignored it, the worse I felt. I'd wake up tired, get irritated over small things, or just feel off without knowing why. It took me a while to realize that my body had been asking for a break and I just wasn't listening. Now I try to check in with myself during the day. Nothing complicated. Just noticing little things like, am I thirsty? Have I been sitting too long? Do I need a snack or a quiet minute? Some days I need to move. Some days I just need to lie down for 5 minutes without my phone. It's not about being perfect or turning everything into self-care. It's just paying attention. Your body usually tells you what it needs, we're just not used to hearing it. If you're someone who's always running on autopilot, maybe try this. When you feel tense or tired or weirdly restless, stop and ask what would help me feel a little better right now. Just that. One small thing. The more I've done that, the less overwhelmed I feel. Not because life got easier, but because I stopped ignoring how I actually feel in it. Tip number 6 is to add a small self-care routine into your day. I used to think self-care had to be big or fancy, like a whole evening off or a long bath with candles. And because I didn't have time for that, I ended up doing nothing at all. What helped was changing the way I thought about it. Self-care doesn't have to be a whole event. It can be something really small that fits into your normal day. For me, it started with washing my face at night and actually slowing down while I did it. No rushing, no skipping it because I was too tired. Just taking that 2 minutes to do something that felt kind. On some days, that's enough. Other times, it's having my morning tea without checking emails, or stretching for 5 minutes before bed. It's not always the same, but I try to have at least one moment in the day that feels quiet and just for me. The key is keeping it simple. If it feels like another task, it's not going to stick. But if it's something that gives you a small break, a small reset, you're more likely to come back to it. So if your day feels like it's all about getting through things, try adding one small thing that's just for you. It doesn't need to be perfect, it just needs to happen. Tip number 7 is to clear out some of the clutter both around you and on your phone. I used to only think about clutter as stuff in the house. Drawers that won't close, papers piling up random things left out. But I started noticing that my phone and laptop were also making me feel overwhelmed. Too many open tabs, old apps I didn't use, hundreds of photos I didn't even remember taking. Now I try to clear a little at a time. If I'm waiting in line or sitting on the couch, I'll delete screenshots or old notes I don't need anymore. Nothing big, just one small thing at a time. At home, I do the same. I don't wait for a big, deep clean day. I just pick one small area. A kitchen shelf, a random box under the bed. I either put things where they belong or let them go if I haven't used them in a while. What helped most was letting go of the idea that I had to finish everything at once. I don't. Even 5 or 10 minutes of tidying up a digital folder or clearing off a surface makes a difference. You don't have to get rid of everything. Just try clearing one thing that's in your way or that you're tired of looking at. Physical or digital, it helps more than you'd expect. Okay, tip 8. This one's all about how you eat, not just what you eat. For the longest time, I ate while doing something else. Scrolling, replying to messages, watching a video, even walking around the kitchen. I didn't think much of it, eating just felt like something I had to get through. But one day, I sat down without my phone just to eat lunch quietly, and I realized I hadn't actually tasted my food in days. I was chewing, but I wasn't really paying attention. Since then, I've been trying to eat more mindfully. Not every single meal, but at least once a day, I sit down and focus. No screen, no multitasking, just me and the food. I take smaller bites. I notice when I'm full. And honestly, it just feels nicer. I enjoy the food more, and I don't feel like I'm rushing through it. Some days I still eat in front of my laptop, and that's okay. This isn't about being perfect. It's just about slowing down a little when you can. So if you always eat on the go, or while doing 5 other things, try choosing one meal to sit and eat without distractions. Even if it's just toast or leftovers, it makes the meal feel more real, and you might notice you enjoy it more than you thought. We're at tip 9 now, and this one might feel small, but it makes a big difference. Try taking your breaks without your phone. I used to grab my phone every time I had a few free minutes. Waiting for the kettle scroll. 5-minute break between tasks. Open an app. Even when I didn't have anything in particular to check, it became automatic. At first it felt harmless, but I started to notice something. These moments didn't actually help me feel rested. My mind never got a chance to slow down. I'd scroll through random things, then jump straight into the next task without feeling any clearer. So I started putting my phone aside on purpose when I took breaks. It felt strange at first. I wasn't sure what to do. But I'd drink some water, look outside, stretch a little, or just sit. And that small pause started to feel really good. Now even just 3 minutes without a screen helps me reset. I feel more focused when I go back to what I was doing, and I'm less likely to get caught in a spiral of distractions that eat up more time than I planned. You don't have to do it all day. Just try one break without your phone. No checking, no scrolling. Just let yourself stop for a bit. The rest of your day might feel a little lighter because of it. Next up. Tip 10 is about making things easier for your future self. Just prep a few small things the night before. This one helped me a lot on the days when mornings felt rushed and chaotic. I used to wake up and immediately feel behind. Clothes to find, lunch to pack, no idea what I was having for breakfast. It made the whole day feel messy before it even started. Then I tried doing just a few things the night before. Nothing major. I'd lay out the clothes I planned to wear. I'd pack my bag if I needed to leave the house. Sometimes I'd make overnight oats or just set the coffee mug by the machine. Tiny things, but they made mornings feel a lot less stressful. It's not about planning everything perfectly. It's just taking 5 or 10 minutes at night to make the next morning smoother. And honestly, it's one less decision to make when your brain is still half asleep. I also notice that when I do these things, I move through the first hour of the day more calmly. I'm not searching for clean socks or figuring out what to cook while I'm already hungry. I get to start the day with a bit more breathing room. If your mornings always feel like you're playing catch-up, try prepping 1 or 2 small things before bed. Think of it as a favor to the version of you that's waking up tomorrow. It doesn't have to be perfect, just helpful. This is tip 11, and honestly, it's one I still have to remind myself of almost every day. Just focus on one thing at a time. It sounds easy, but it's not. I used to do everything while doing something else. I'd check emails while eating, fold laundry, while half watching a video, scroll my phone in the middle of writing a message. At the end of the day, I felt like I was always doing something, but nothing ever felt finished. So I started catching myself. When I was doing one thing, I'd try not to reach for something else at the same time. If I was writing a list, I'd finish it before opening another tab. If I was cleaning the kitchen, I'd let myself just do that, no checking my phone in between wiping the counters. It's such a small shift, but it makes a big difference. Things get done faster. I make fewer mistakes. And I feel less scattered. Now I try to give one thing my full attention, even if it's only for 10 or 15 minutes. Then I move to the next. If you feel like your brain is always jumping around, maybe try this for one task today. Just pick one thing. Stay with it, finish it. It's not always easy, but it really helps you feel more clear and less pulled in all directions. Here comes tip 12, and it's something that surprised me with how much it helped just waking up 15 minutes earlier. I used to hit snooze until the last possible second. I thought, why get up earlier if I'm already tired? But my mornings always felt rushed. I'd be half-dressed, eating breakfast, standing up, trying to leave the house or start work, already feeling behind. One day, almost by accident, I got up just 15 minutes earlier. And I didn't do anything special. I just had time to sit with my tea. No rushing, no thinking about emails yet. And that tiny bit of quiet made the rest of the morning feel totally different. So I started doing it more often, not an hour earlier. Just 15 minutes. Enough to move a little slower, to not feel like I was already late the second I opened my eyes. Some mornings I use that time to stretch. Sometimes I journal or just sit in silence. Other days I literally just move slower through my routine without checking my phone. That's it. If your mornings feel like chaos, maybe try setting your alarm just a bit earlier. Those 15 minutes can feel like breathing room, and when the day starts from a place of quiet, everything after feels a little more manageable. Tip 13 is all about how you end your day. Take a little time to unwind before bed. For a long time, I would go straight from working or cleaning or watching something right into trying to sleep. I didn't give myself any space between doing and resting. And not surprisingly, my mind stayed busy. I'd lie in bed thinking about everything I didn't finish, or suddenly remember things I forgot to do. Falling asleep felt hard even when I was tired. Then I started giving myself a short buffer before bed. Just 10 or 15 minutes of doing something quiet that helped me shift out of go mode. Sometimes I stretch a little. Sometimes I light a candle and tidy the room slowly. Most nights, I wash my face without rushing and put my phone away early. I've noticed that when I do this, I fall asleep easier, and I wake up feeling less heavy. If you usually crash into bed still holding your phone or thinking about your to-do list, try adding one small thing that helps you slow down first. Nothing fancy, just something that helps your body and your brain get ready for sleep. We're at tip 14 now, and this one's about finding a hobby that helps you slow down. For a long time, I didn't really have a hobby. If I had free time, I'd just scroll or watch something. It passed the time, but I never felt rested or better afterward. I was still distracted, still tired. Then I tried doing something quiet with my hands. Nothing fancy. Just little things like watering my plants, slowly doodling, or even folding laundry while listening to calm music. It gave me something to focus on, but without pressure. And surprisingly, it felt really good. That's what I mean by a slow hobby. Something you enjoy doing at a calm pace. No goal, no outcome. Just the process itself feels peaceful. You don't have to be good at it. It could be baking, knitting, journaling, painting, or even organizing your books. Anything that lets you move slowly and feel present for a bit. If you're not sure what that could be for you, think about something you used to enjoy as a kid, or something you've always been curious about but never tried. Let it be small. Let it be just for you. Having a hobby like that makes a big difference, especially on days when everything feels too fast or too much. It's something to return to, a way to reset. Even 10 or 15 minutes can be enough. And finally, tip 15 is to spend some intentional time in nature. I used to think this meant I had to go on a hike or plan a whole weekend trip. But honestly, just stepping outside for a few minutes can be enough. Sitting on the porch, taking a walk around the block without headphones, watering the plants, and actually noticing the sky. The key for me was doing it on purpose. Not just being outside because I had to run errands or get somewhere, but choosing to be in nature, even a small patch of it, and letting myself slow down while I was there. There's something about being around trees, fresh air, or just watching how the light hits the leaves that calms everything down. And sometimes that's what we really need most. Now I try to spend even 10 minutes a day outside without a screen in my hand. I don't use the time to think through problems or plan. I just notice. The breeze, the birds, the ground under my feet. It helps reset my brain when things feel too noisy. If life feels too fast, nature has a way of reminding you that not everything needs to be rushed. That's it for today. I hope at least one of these tips gave you a little idea or reminder you can take into your own day. In the next video, I'll be sharing a more personal part of my slow living journey. We're in the process of letting go of a lot of stuff and getting ready for a big change at home. If you're curious about how I'm decluttering and packing with intention, you might want to stick around for that one. If you found this video helpful, feel free to share it with someone who might need it, and subscribe if you haven't yet. Thanks for being here with me, and I'll see you in the next one.